It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
180.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. There's the hurry up here. Goff working from the pistol. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big, contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Good for a couple of yards. And the Lions have a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
See how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Again, it's Gibbs. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
Okay, that's a run that's home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Somebody got to throw it. Somebody got to throw it. I take the G. Watch him throw it. We survived outside all from the music. They like, what he owns? This the Alabama Omega.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
What?
Out of the shotgun. Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he takes it down to the 33. So 20 yards on that play. That is good for a Detroit first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33.
Hey, kill champ.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Goff.
The 30-yard line.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Delivers another one to Williams. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead some shuffled around here in the playbook. Second more aggressive call on second.
Run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Williams will look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We talked about it earlier, but losing streak into the building rhythm, that is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
First and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
God kiss him. My haters, I wish them well. Get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing the bell. All this motion on my cell, you would think I got it for sale.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. And they're on it right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And the Lions have a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
No question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Working quickly here. 2nd down, looking for options. Throws caught. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First down.
We go tonight.
First and goal at the
Up to the
8-yard
air
line.
now. And the defender comes away with it. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Saints calling for a timeout to their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Williams to throw on first. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So it'll be 2nd down.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's complete. This is Olave. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Jump off caught by his back. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
What is it?
Hand off to the back. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That interception.
The Lions take
I know he
first
started the
and
play
10
as a defender.
at the 21
Gosh,
yard
he
line.
looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Wouldn't make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
180.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And well, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Makes it second
It
and
just
10
kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gone. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
All that Drake, you got it chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This is brought in by Laporta. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
20.
Gibbs does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
So aggravatingly close to his safety on that one right there, Cage. It's a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Goff back to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Putting a receiver in motion. First down, Williams. Throw secured by George Pickett. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. One play action. Williams flushed out of the pocket. And that's going to be a sack. He goes out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, in that situation, as hard as it is and everything flying around you, you just got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where you are. Not just wide receivers, but always got to know the boundary. Running backs and quarterbacks do. Looked like we saw a little bit of panic. It's going out for the sack.
second and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Stick around for more from Ford Field on its way. Offense to the line for second down. Williams off the play fake. Flush out now to his left. Completed to his running back. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
What is that?
Williams from the gun. He's trying to push the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Williams with third and long. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. He is stopped after a big gain, maybe a yard or two shy of that marker. Fourth down coming up.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They're going to try to throw for it. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready, slip.
Camara has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready, slip.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready, slip. Vegas.
Now Williams. And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get their first point of this game just before halftime. George Pickens, the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he will reach the end zone, so a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and tack on the 2-point try. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Hot. 20.
Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. And somehow they bring
he looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Looking to tack on the point after. Kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Off the play fake, Williams. He gets it into the hands of Jalen Cole. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
One play in, Brock in his drive is already in enemy territory. First down throw by Williams. Into the hands of Pickett. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. From the red zone on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but you couldn't do it.
This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible. Moments, he's at the one.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Saints first down. First and goal, New Orleans.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Kamara is across the line for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on two to that touchdown.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty.
Keeping it on the ground. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt.
Saints 14.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Outside, so I'm standing inside, shorty, you and I vibe, take a poop. Like Tupac, I see a bunch of mean guys in a band and a tie. Don't let the whip.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, call. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 19.
On the gun, gone. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Get 22 out of that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Goff working from the pistol. Sends this to the end zone. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 13-point lead. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Saints 14.
Fox now to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. First call here coming from the shotgun. Williams on the play action. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Saints.
Now here's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for his back, Alvin Kamara there. And it's going to be second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Throwing again on second, Williams. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. On play action, here's Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. Gets it to the 15. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he'll get in, and they'll get a little closer as a result. The lead down to 13 now.
Saints 22.
That's the third time they've gone for 2, and now their second conversion, so you've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
That was my old coach. I thought it was pretty good. Reed now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Well, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time.
37-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
5 men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down.
Ric Flair.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
8-yard loss brings up 4th down. Jack Fox in punt formation for the
A
Lions.
very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one, and they've got the football too.
Jack
On
Fox
comes
in
Jack
punt
Fox to
formation
handle the
for
4th down
Lions.
punt for the Lions. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
1st and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Williams set to pass. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line fast.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Man in motion here.
47-yard line.
Williams from the gun. The ball's out, he lost it. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone laid it on top of that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Williams to throw on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that brings up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Stop this. You
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. So that delay backs them up 5. Now 2nd and 15 to go. To throw is Williams. Finds a man underneath. It's Camaro. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. And this one is launched downfield. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And he's got it. It's in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 5.
Shotgun snap here to go.
At the Saints 3-yard line.
Escapes, and he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jared Goff touchdown.
That is what I call emptying the tank right there, baby. Giving him all he had. He's not a running quarterback by trade, but he's creative, and he just made him pay.
Goff leading the offense back to the line. They're going for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They give it to the back of his own read. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Saints 22.
Fox now to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. One play action. Williams. He rolls to his right. The right side cut by Olave. And he's taken down just a couple couple of yards shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 14.
First down, Williams.
And the Saints, first down.
Downfield, that finds Shaheed. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, Williams to throw. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
That's another Saints first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
They've got a man in motion. Williams on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's cruising speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
6 yards.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Into the hands of Pickett. Lead at the 10, first and goal coming up. For somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First down throw by Williams. Escapes the pocket. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be second and goal.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Gun. Here's Williams. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. All right, so defensively you've seen two throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on third and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
And it's incomplete on third and goal. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got fourth and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these old linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas. They're not going to be too happy about not putting one run on the board.
No, sir. And at this point, you may as well go for it every chance, right? They're leaving the offense out there.
Vegas! LeBron, slam left. Yeah. Touchdown.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. The penalty makes it tougher, but their hands are tied here in the fourth. Gotta go for it. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And a completion not in the cards on that fourth and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
The Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that brings up 4th and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
4th down, Goff throwing. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.